Are you Shervin?
Yeah, why?
I literally, you popped up on YouTube like 2 days ago.
way.
Yeah, you were like testing your Apple Watch Ultra and you were going for a run or something.
Yeah. So my watch is at 90% battery. It is 7:30 in the morning. It's been about 3 hours since we left the house. Scan your boarding pass, but so you can't really do that. I need to use my phone. Boom. My phone is not on airplane mode, but it's about to be on airplane mode for 3 hours during this flight, so I don't know if I'm gonna lose a little less battery than 4% every 3 or 4 hours. But the whole scanning boarding passes and using Apple Pay is just a little iffy, where it's not working 100% of the time. So you just need to be prepared and have backup. We've arrived in London. It is 11:47 BST, which is 10:47 Iceland time. So we lost an hour technically, 84%. We lost about 6% within 3 hours. Now that we have landed, the challenge is, can I use the watch to get directions to our hotel as well as use Apple Pay on the subway? We're gonna find that out. I'm not really sure. Ideally, I'd use my phone to compare like Uber prices versus like the subway and how long it takes and blah blah blah, but you can't really do that on a watch. So I think we're just gonna take the subway just for the experience. Siri, navigate to 22 Portman. This one has minimum transfers. It's pretty simple and it's £5.50. We're going in the Underground Tube. So the London Underground Tube does support Apple Pay, and you can use your Apple Watch Ultra to do that. Or just an Apple Watch SE, which is a lot cheaper and it probably saves you a ton of money. We're going to Hyde Park, right there. Apple Pay on the watch. And it's that easy, it still works. When I was here in London, like what, 10 years ago, it used to be an Oyster card, and you had to carry like a Metro card and top it up. But you no longer have to do that because you can just use your handy dandy Apple Watch and Apple Pay. So to be frank, I'm assuming that on the bus you can use Apple Pay, but I'm not 100% sure. We're about to find out right now. Worst case, we just beg the bus driver to let us get on. I tapped my watch to the Oyster terminal, and we didn't get oysters or sardines, but it seemed like it worked. So we got on a double-decker bus, but we didn't actually ride it. We didn't go on the very top, and we missed our stop. Did it work?
No, you don't have the...
I do. We just entered a little coffee shop here, and it says that they're cashless on the thing. They don't even take cash, so you have to use Apple Pay or a credit card. Could I get one of the cinnamon rolls, carrot cake, and a regular latte, and a cup of hot water, please? And what's really interesting is that thing was 10 pounds, which was about $11. Typically that could be like $15 to $20, but right now it's $11. I think Apple Pay is more prolific in the UK than it is in the US. That's the one thing we're behind on, but everything else, America's number one. Now we're navigating to a grocery store, and I love having the little map on my watch. The visual and the vibrating feedback helps a lot. My phone is at 17% battery. It's about to die, but my watch still is at 79%. It is about 2 p.m. here in London right now. So we're kind of getting through the day. 1 p.m. in Iceland. It's doing real well. It's connected to my phone, and it's using all the internet and data from my phone rather than the watch itself. So I think that helps a lot.
Will they accept Apple Pay for $1?
Yeah, of course. It says we accept contactless payments.
Okay, so we can pay for this with Apple Pay?
All right. Take American Express? No, that's why. So you have to use Visa. They didn't accept American Express because I guess they don't like Americans. And probably because Amex has the highest fees out of anyone. So that's been one of the biggest issues is I can't use my Amex card in like 50% of places that we go to. So I'm at my very first British grocery store. Always be buying watermelon. And if you look at the sign, it says card only on self-service payment. So let's see how this works. What's good? Watermelon. Whoa! The luggage delivery guy brought our luggage into the room. I've never ever experienced that. All right, we're out in the streets. We're about 70% and it's about 4 p.m. here in London right now. Currently it is 74% battery. Navigate to Equinox Bishopgate. There you go, transit directions. We're gonna walk to the station. There we go. Sometimes it takes 2 tries. That's not reliable. Out of the subway, let's try this again. Navigate to Equinox Bishopgate. The real question is how good is the GPS? It seems to be a little off, like it's showing me point to the left and I'm walking straight. I just love having a visual map on my wrist. I don't have to pull out my phone. I think I'll just keep walking this way. We got that classic Equinox poster. It smells like Equinox. GPS is ready. Heart rate strap, I hopefully connected. One of the downsides of running in a city is all the cigarette smoke. The upside is all the news. Just trying to see how does the watch GPS hold up in Metropolis City. I know the GPS is really hard here. I'm gonna compare to see Garmin, Apple Watch, and Oura Ring with the iPhone. How much different are they? Because like this is not easy. All right, we're at the gym. lifting some weights, doing a little strength training. There you go, there's the Spotify issue. I finished the workout at Equinox and now heading over to meet a friend. Currently it is 6 p.m. here in London and the battery life is at 64%. So literally we've gone a day and I haven't even gotten through 50%. I feel like because it's attached to my phone, I might be able to get 2 days of battery life with the Ultra while traveling. Figuring out how to get there right now. The GPS here is so bad, it doesn't even know which direction I'm facing. It's not fun. Yo!
I can't believe I'm seeing you in person.
Is this the Ultra? Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you guess the battery percentage of my Apple Watch Ultra right now. I wore it last night, slept with it. I did 2 workouts with it, 18 hours maybe. What was your guess again?
My guess is 40% plus or minus 5% because I
40%.
63%. What?
Because this time I'm not using cellular. This is connected to my phone.
That's good.
Whoa. This is gorgeous.
And you wanted to see London, so I thought
Yeah.
I actually have to show you London.
Damn. That's the cheese grater. That's the Shard. And that is London, baby. London takes Apple Pay everywhere you go. Apple, will you send me more Apple Watches, please? What's the appropriate way to use an Apple Watch when you're going around the city using the tube?
Just put your watch on the yellow scanner and that's it, you go in. Provided you have express travel turned on. If not, you just double click like this and then just go.
How do you turn on Express Transit?
It's a setting in the Apple Watch app under wallet. Then you press express travel and then you don't have to press it each time.
And all you do is you literally just tap your watch?
Literally just tap the watch. I think I have mine turned on, but we're gonna see. It'll be really embarrassing if I can't get through.
So you're saying screen off, I just go.
So if you go out here, go up the stairs.
Oh, and it opens.
This is London Eyes over here.
Okay. then we're
But
gonna
we
transfer?
actually change and we transfer and go up. But you could walk up from there if you want.
Do you have to pay to transfer or?
No, you don't. It's in the same zone.
Okay.
There's different like bands in London. That's zone 1, zone 2. Zone
So in New York, it's just $275 everywhere you go.
That is way more simple.
All right. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about the Apple Watch Ultra?
How lightweight it is. It's
Lightweight?
so-
The Ultra is not lightweight.
I find it's really lightweight. This will surprise me the most because I'm used to the 45mm Series 8.
When I first put on the Ultra, it felt like it was weighing me down. And then when I put the Garmin on the other side, it felt like I was 2 little bricks. Your least favorite thing?
The thickness of the watch. Look at it on the cuff. Like, it's huge on the cuff. And
I guess.
you have to cover it up and it looks so distorted underneath.
Question is, could you use an Apple Watch to figure out transit directions?
You could, but
In
I haven't
London.
got cellular to try it.
Leave your iPhone in your pants
Yeah.
and just use the Apple Watch to figure out transit. Could you do it and feel confident? What is this at?
City Mapper. Do you have it?
No, is that better than Google Maps?
Yeah.
Better than Apple Maps?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I find in Google Maps it's based on estimates. And it's like, oh, it's scheduled for this time. Whereas with City Mapper, you get like a breakdown. Oh, I wish I had the service to show you. But you get a breakdown. It's like, oh, it's 3 minutes away and it's delayed by 2 minutes.
You don't have data?
Not that bit.
Oh, damn.
Do you?
So that's the other downside. Nothing offline works. The Siri should work offline. Maps should be offline navigatable. Like, what, if I can't use it now, when am I ever going to use it? You have to tap when you exit. Is that true or false?
True.
Why?
Because if you don't tap when you exit, it will charge you the fare for the entire line, like as if you went right to the end.
Oh, so it doesn't charge me until I exit. How do I do it? You just tap?
Yeah, just tap.
Bam. Okay, this is my favorite feature. Hey Siri, navigate to Dishoom. Do you ever use this?
No.
Ever?
No.
Wow, it's time to teach you something. It's still working. Go.
Navigate to Dishoom, Covent Garden.
Is yours working?
Yeah.
Do you have better data than I do? Mine still says try again later. There you go. You never use this, and then so you can do that, or you can tap the map, and then now you can see where you are.
So we need to
Bada
go.
bing. My phone couldn't figure out which way I was facing, but my watch was able to.
You know the watch has 2 GPS.
But so does the phone. They both have dual GPS now. So what's your opinion on the navigating via walking directions on the Apple Watch Ultra?
It's a lot easier than I expected it to be, but it is a bit weird having to hold it up the whole time. Like,
well, no, you just look
like
at
this
it.
way.
It'll buzz at you when it's time to turn.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's my hands down my favorite feature. So it'll do like 2 vibrations for a left turn and 3 for a right turn or something.
This is a line.
No, it's not.
It is.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
50-minute wait. We are not going there, sadly, but I really want to eat there.
You want to eat there because you can't eat there. That's why you want to eat there.
No, I also want to try Persian Indian food, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, so that sounds amazing.
I'm trying to take us to the pizza place.
And is it working?
It's working.
Siri, navigate to ICCO. Navigate to ICCO Pizza. ECCO pizza? Oh my. If you can type it in on your phone using Apple Maps and then hit directions, then it automatically starts the directions on your watch, and that's a huge win. You can type on the Apple Watch. Do you ever type your messages or anything?
I do, and I like to swipe.
Yeah, that is the most powerful feature on the watch, I think.
Definitely.
See, the thing is, like, this is just way too slow. Like, look how long it's taking. I've walked almost an entire block, and I still don't have directions yet. Another reason to use your iPhone over the Apple Watch. All right, it's got directions, go. Start charting, boom. But the benefit of starting on the iPhone means that if I flip my watch, it is now on my watch. There you go. So maybe that's the move. You start on your iPhone, you turn this off, you put it in your pocket, and then you pull out your watch when you need it. It'll vibrate when I get to the right street and tell me to turn left or right. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm looking at my camera to my watch way too much, and I'm not even looking outside at what's going on. I'm in freaking London, and I've probably looked at my lens more than I have London itself. The compass?
I have a feeling it's the compass, because you know...
Oh, the compass. Yeah, you're right. It's the compass.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the compass that's not pointing me in the right direction. It's because maybe there's more metal in London. If you use a metal watch strap, it actually does mess it up. But as you can see here, it looks like we're going the right way. So instead of this restaurant, we decided to go get some college pizza.
It's my favorite in town, I think so, yeah.
All right. Okay, so one thing I've noticed is there's ads for Google Pay everywhere. Does Google pay a ton of money to get that? I've never seen Google Pay stickers in the US at all.
As in on the shop fronts?
Yeah.
I think it's the shop owners that whack it there, like American Express and GPay.
Yeah, and then they...
Stuff like that.
Like it's on the tube as well.
Yeah.
GPay was the thing. That's interesting. I wonder if my Garmin has Garmin Pay. I wonder if that would work. All right, I'm gonna make sure that I pay for this with my Apple Watch Ultra. There's no way. Make sure to buy the dip.
It needs to look down that way.
Apple Pay. Don't even try. All right, Saf, tell us, who are you?
I make YouTube videos
About?
and everything Apple Watch or Apple related.
And how many Apple Watch Ultras do you have?
2 Apple Watch Ultras, 2 Series 8s, 2 Series 7s.
Oh wait, why?
The small one and the big one.
You do size comparisons.
I did the size comparisons on them as well. Hey Siri, stop my timer. There we go.
Oh, there we go. All right, so if you don't carry a wallet, what about cash?
I happen to have some cash, just in case.
Gelato, paid with Apple Pay.
Hey Shervin,
Yeah.
can you tell me the directions to where we're going?
Yeah, so what's really neat about the Apple Watch is my hands are full. I'm eating ice cream, and I can just flip my wrist like this, and I know that we're going somewhere in some direction. It's like having a portable screen that you don't need to hold. Do you think I can pay with Apple Pay over there? All right, this is a Tesco Express. This is like a 7-Eleven equivalent in the UK.
What?
So this is so cool, guys. What, they got Krispy Kreme? But the real question is, can you pay with Apple Pay?
Of course you can pay with Apple Pay. The real question is, can you pay with Garmin Pay? That's the
Why
question.
is it so complicated?
Oh, you gotta put it in there. Yeah.
That was a fight. 50, you think it's at 50%?
50%, yeah.
All right, you think it's at 50?
Yeah.
55%. Wow, and the day's almost over. So I can sleep with this tonight, and maybe I'll continue this vlog and see how far it goes until it dies. Siri, navigate to Nobu Hotel via walking directions. The thing is, I'll sometimes double check my directions on Google Maps to make sure it's accurate. But that looks somewhat accurate, I guess. So my Apple Watch just said, hey, are you doing an outdoor walk? Do you want to record it? Obviously doing heart rate tracking is going to increase the power usage. Did you start an outdoor walk?
I did.
You did? Okay. But now I have a fitness app running. I have Apple Maps running. Always on display is off, by the way. I'm a big fan of turning it off. So I have a theory. The Apple Watch right now is kind of like the gadget in the movies where you have like a computer on your wrist and you're like, blah, 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 type it and all that stuff. I think the Apple Watch is slowly going to evolve into that piece of technology. It's been 25 hours since I've been wearing the Apple Watch from 100% charge. That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty good.
Everyone was laughing at the battery lifetime.
I'm on?
Yeah, what are you at?
95%.
Wait, how, did you literally just charge it before seeing me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you cheater. So 5% battery of how many, like 2 hours? You charge it at the office? How do you charge your watch?
Overnight.
But you just said you just charged it, but you weren't sleeping.
Because I take it off when I work, like when I'm typing on my desk, I'll just have it on the side and then...
You let it charge while you're working?
But I wouldn't wear it inside the house. I wear
Really?
it outside the house.
I wear it all day long.
All day long.
24/7 unless it's charging.
Wow, that is dedication.
I also wear like 5 million trackers, so.
Yeah, that's true.
It's officially 10:40 p.m., which is 11:40 p.m. Iceland time. For the very first time, I've hit 49% battery. I'm gonna sleep with it tonight and see how much battery we have in the morning. But that is 2 nights of sleep tracking and a day of going around town, keeping it attached to my phone, as you can see right there. Always on display is off. Look at that! Oh my God! Okay, the running tour is just absolutely gorgeous.